Okay, so I am doing it with my boyfriend for the first time. It is my first ever, but it is not his. Since I have never done it with anyone before, I have no idea what a man might be thinking while it is happening. What are things I should and should not do? What are men's beauty standards when it comes to a woman's intimate area? Story 1. Okay, here is some real, actual advice. Relax. Appreciate that he appreciates you. Be interactive, go with what feels natural, don't be performative. But if you feel like making a little noise or saying something, get out of your head and do it. Touch him where you want to touch him. Use a little nails or just squeeze on something. Not the genitals, I repeat, testicles and penis are not for nails or squeezing. Don't hide your body. Again, appreciate that he appreciates you and get into it. You are not perfect, he is not perfect, really nobody is perfect. The biggest turnoff I have in bed is when women are self-conscious about one part or another. Your vagina could look unusual and he is not going to care either way. Take that to heart. Story 2. The first time is never going to be the best. It is a learning experience. Just enjoy yourselves, be kind, be prepared to laugh off any awkwardness together, and go for round 2 later. Story 3. If he is a good person, the majority of his concern will be making sure you feel safe and pleased. He will inform you during or after what he might like if you are not doing it, but since it is your first time, it is highly likely it will be after. The best thing you can do is communicate with him during. If it feels amazing, let us know so we can continue or intensify it. If it feels bad, tell us so we can stop or adjust. You do not have to be a passive receiver of the encounter. You are actively involved and have a right to enjoy this moment too. We are simple. The act of being intimate with someone we love is enough of a treat. The details can be figured out along the way. Seeing your naked body alone will get him excited. Story 4. When I did it with my then boyfriend, who was not a first-timer, he did not expect me to do anything. He was trying to make it as good as possible for me. Story 5. I was a 19-year-old virgin. She was 23 and had been sexually active with 2 former fiancés. I was nervous as hell because she was an older, experienced woman. Later, I found out she was probably even more nervous, as her past relationships had made her feel barely desirable. I thought she was the coolest, sexiest, most beautiful woman I had ever had a chance to be with. I wanted, foremost, to have a great, loving experience because I was really into her. My lack of experience at least told me to make sure she was comfortable. I really wanted her to climax before me and not make a fool out of myself. My only expectation was for her to have a great time. It was the greatest experience of my life. Afterwards, lying in each other's arms, she shyly asked, "Are you sure you're a virgin? That was the best lovemaking I've ever had." My reply was, that was a virgin. 50 years later, we still can't keep our hands off each other. Be yourself, make certain you're all in, and trust that regardless of whether you are meant to be, it will be fantastic and should only get better as you learn more about each other. Sex should be fun, loving, and exciting as you share the greatest intimacy possible with another person. That's my advice if you seriously believe he could be the one. If it's just going to be a one-time, casual thing, then I don't have any advice. But that's just me. Story 6. The only thing I will add is please do not refer to your body parts as a woman's down there. This is an adult decision you are making, and being able to discuss it in an adult manner is just as important as participating in the act. Story 7. Relax, do what feels natural, and communicate. If something feels good, say so or make a mental note to bring it up later so that he knows to do more of it or expand on it in the future. If something hurts or makes you uncomfortable beyond the "this is new" nervousness, say so immediately. Get in the habit of communicating clearly when it comes to sex specifically and your relationship in general. Negotiate and set hard and soft boundaries. Hard boundaries are a forever no, while soft boundaries are more like, "I'm new at this, and that seems like a lot. So it's a no for now with a promise to revisit in 6 months, a year, or later." Do not, under any circumstances, expect him to know what you like, dislike, love, hate, want, or need. He is not a mind reader, even if he should know better. Tell him, encourage him to be just as communicative with you about what he likes, dislikes, wants, and needs. Even if you have had great sex with him many times, do not get the idea of "I know what I'm doing" in your head. And he shouldn't either. Always be willing to learn and try something new. If you like it, you can open more doors. If you dislike it, then you know and don't have to try it again. Finally, and most importantly, if you and your partner make sex or any other bonding activity, such as reading, music, dancing, hiking, an important part of your relationship, always remember it is important and prioritize it accordingly. Do not let yourself fall into routines that deprioritize what is foundational to your relationship. Some routines are helpful, but you don't want routines to be all you have. It is not bad for sex to be a foundation, unless it is your only foundation, despite what some might say. Story 8. Instead of worrying about what he expects, be curious. Touch his bulge and ask him about it. How do I make this bigger? What turns you on? Which touches make you feel desired? Then allow him to explore you. Notice what feels good and let him know. Does it feel good to have his hand on your cheek? Does it feel good to intertwine your tongues? Do you feel desirable when he tries to touch your breasts? The best thing you can be is a mixture of curious and present. Curious about him and present with your body. Story 9. Don't overthink it. Be nice, freshly scrubbed, and smelling clean and fresh. Try to relax and enjoy the process. It will likely be awkward and uncomfortable for you initially unless you are experienced with do-it-yourself penetration. Don't be shy about communicating your needs. Tell him what feels good and what doesn't. Ask him to slow down or speed up as needed. Young men, in particular, tend to immediately go into fast mode because they don't know any better. Make him slow down if things aren't to your liking. Beauty standards down there are entirely a personal preference. Do what feels normal and comfortable for you unless you have an exceptionally large amount of hair, which usually isn't an issue regardless of your style of choice. Use a condom. You might want to do a practice run on a banana or cucumber on your own time to become familiar with how to put one on. If he forgets to bring one, no sex will happen. A good sexual partner will be mindful of your needs and aim to make the experience pleasurable for you as well. Just because he is more experienced doesn't mean he knows exactly what he is doing, so give him some grace to fumble through it, especially since it will be your first time together. It's okay if things feel a little clumsy early on. That is totally normal for the young and inexperienced. Don't be afraid to set boundaries if he suggests acts you aren't ready for or comfortable doing. It is your first time, you don't need to perform all the mature maneuvers right away and can work your way up to them in the future. Don't attach unrealistic expectations to your first time. Sexual experiences improve over time with comfort, familiarity, experience, communication, and confidence. Don't set yourself up for disappointment by imagining a fairy tale about how it will go the first time. Nothing is sexier than confidence. Story 10. Sex is like pizza. Even if it is not great, it is usually still pretty good and better than everything else on the menu. Story 11. It is more about what he should be doing for you since it is your first time, especially. He needs to take it very slowly and get you warmed up very well. It will likely still be at least a little painful. Make sure he is gentle and absolutely cares about you. Story 12. Ask him what he likes and do it. Tell him what you like. He should ideally ask you questions explicitly. You can also encourage him when he does something right. Basically, communicate. Pay attention to him and his body, and how he reacts when you do things to understand if he is enjoying it. Story 13. To be honest, my main concern was my partner enjoying herself and experiencing as little pain as possible. I was not really concerned with anything else. I just wanted it to be a nice and memorable experience for her for the right reasons. Also, I expected it to be a little awkward. I was definitely right about that. Story 14. He probably just wants you to feel good. For grooming, be clean and smell pleasant. I think most men prefer trimmed or shaved. Just be yourself. Story 15. I know it is Ask Men and I understand why you would. But as a 32-year-old female, it is my belief looking back that older females would actually be really helpful to ask for advice from on this topic as well. They have gone through what you are about to, potentially with multiple partners, and could probably help you know what to expect a little more and give you pointers on what men enjoy and how those deeds are done. Just my 2 pennies, but the words from the men should be reassuring as well. Story 16. Yes, time for intimacy. Is she ready now? Can I proceed? Usually something along those lines. What should you do? Tell him to touch you in places that you like to be touched. And don't be too shy to say anything. Beauty standards for intimate areas? Clean. Story 17. I was about 16 years old. I had no idea what I was expecting or doing. I had seen some adult content, but even a child knows that is very unrealistic. Story 18. I wish I had been more confident and intimate with her the first time. I did not know how accessible lubricant was then. The experience would have been seamless and not awkward or clumsy. It would have been much more pleasurable and memorable for both of us if I had done these 2 things. If only I could turn back time, learn from my mistakes, and make this a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Story 19. If it is your first time and he knows that, and he is not inconsiderate, then he should not have any expectations. You are not going to be an expert the first time, and it would be strange if you tried to be. He should do his best to ensure you are comfortable and have a positive experience. You can work on sexual compatibility later. Just be hygienic, freshly showered, and wear deodorant. In general, most men these days prefer well-kept pubic hair or no pubic hair at all. Story 20. If you expect him to perform oral sex on you, a trim would be nice. Beyond that, we are just happy to be included. Story 21. Just have fun and go with it. Clean up beforehand, like actually clean up. Also, communicate what you like and do not like. Otherwise, you will both be frustrated because no one is enjoying themselves. Story 22. Yes, smell good. Feel good. What makes you feel good? Hair, a lot or a little, it does not matter to him. But you want to feel comfortable, be safe, and tell him it's your first time so he can be super gentle. If you say stop, you mean it not because you don't want to, but because you are not comfortable. Take control. If you don't like something he's doing, it's not right. It can take a while to get comfortable and to open up around him. But remember, it's your decision, and you have the right to speak up until he is 100 times better for both of you. Story 23. Ask him what he likes. Men are usually anxious about being able to perform and not ejaculate too fast. They are not worrying much about how the woman will be. We obviously have preferences and wants, but those are not the first things that come to mind. Story 24. Just some mid-comments all over. Don't listen to them. On your side, get ready as usual. Don't ever aim for quickies for the first 10 times. Just take it very slow. Don't just start doing it. Go step by step and take around 2 hours of fun time. Just flow like water and be in a flow state. Do not ask for advice from girls. Story 25. Doesn't matter if bush or shaved. I prefer shaved, but I've never kicked a woman out of bed if she's not. Plenty of guys like bush as well. If you're unsure, go halfway and trim it up. Just remember, if fresh, it will be prickly. 2 to 3 days growth is softer. This goes for guys' beards as well. Don't overthink it. He will be happy to have sex at all. I guarantee he is just happy to be with you. If you are thoughtful and caring lovers, giving and taking for each other, it is hard to do anything wrong. It should be fun and playful for both of you. Remember, it should feel good for you too. If something hurts or feels great, tell him to stop or keep going. Don't be afraid to communicate. I know for my first time, I just wanted to last longer than 30 seconds and make my girl orgasm. I was stressing and nervous the whole time. Story 26. That you are clean. Then my thoughts would really be about making you feel safe and comfortable, and most of all, that you have a good experience. Story 27. Okay, not a man and therefore cannot give you men's expectations, but please keep reading. As someone who had a relatively good first time, remember that foreplay and lubricant are your friends. Both can make you a lot more comfortable. Make sure to have a condom, obtain or have the morning after pill, and so on. Other than that, breathe, communicate, and try to be in the moment with your boyfriend rather than overthinking it. You are doing this because you want to have this experience with him, not because you want to overthink it while he is around or inside you. Story 28. Communicate openly. It might be scary, but take it slow. You deserve to enjoy the experience as much as he does. Since you asked, just ask him what he likes. If he tries something during which you feel comfortable, then see where it goes. It is as much about discovery as it is anything else, especially early on. Just take it slow and lean into things when you feel comfortable. Good luck. Story 29. Well, I am not trying to devalue you as a person, but I think part of the problem is that a lot of people believe they need to become a porn star and create an unrealistic experience. Sex is not complicated. You can lie on your back for 5 minutes and then lie on your stomach for 5 more minutes, and it will be completely okay. Just relax, do not overthink, and give him cues on what you like and do not like. Story 30. He should be concerned about your experience. He should be aware it can be painful and messy for you, such as breaking the hymen, so he should go slow. Ideally, his focus should be on you enjoying it, so you will want to do it again. Story 31. His expectations are his to communicate. You should talk about them with him. That would make things more special for both of you. Your anxiety is completely normal. Everyone feels that way the first time if they take it seriously, which they should. The key is to not push yourself, communicate what you want and how you feel, and relax. Story 32. In my experience, I was just curious about what she looks like naked, not to judge her appearance. I was also thinking about how she perceives my body because men are also self-conscious about their bodies. I knew that taking time with foreplay is important, especially when it is the first time. My advice is not to be judgmental if he does not last long during penetration because it is all new to him and can be very exciting, especially for a man's first time. I would not be too concerned because he can make up for it using his mouth and hands. Story 33. If it is their first time, just make sure you smell good. I was a desperate, horny teenager. An unpleasant odor always turned me off. Story 34. Nothing. Turnout is 99% of the job done. Everyone is different. I used to like a bald appearance. Now I prefer a little covering on top with bare lips. Story 35. Male here. Honestly, we are aiming to satisfy you for the most part. Our goals are to stay hard, make you orgasm, and for us to finish before you become too sensitive. My only piece of advice would be to avoid sayings like, make me harder, as if he is going full steam. When you say things like that, it can make men feel like they are not enough for you. Other than that, have fun and be safe. Story 36. See a gynecologist regularly to ensure there is no acid imbalance or yeast infection. Other than that, keep the area trimmed. Shaving is not necessary. Also, shower beforehand without using lotion in that area. Although the lotion may smell like apples and coconut, it does not taste like that. Story 37. Do not worry about his expectations. For him, no matter what, this is going to be every Christmas morning combined. Just talk to him. Story 38. Take a shower, brush your teeth, and shave your armpits, legs, and buttocks. Everything else will fall into place. Story 39. Some grooming so it is not a thicket down there and the usual shower routine prior to sex and you will be fine. Different men have different grooming preferences, so if you want to cater to him specifically, then ask. Do not be afraid to express your grooming preferences for him either. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.